The Wisconsin division of Quincy Newspapers Incorporated presents the 37th annual WIAA Girls State Basketball Championships. Live from Madison, Wisconsin, this WIAA Sports Exclusive is brought to you statewide by Associated Bank. Sign up for Associated Bank checking today and get exclusive Packers checks featuring Aaron Rodgers himself. For details, visit AssociatedBank.com. Marshfield Clinic, encouraging you to live an active, healthy life. Marshfield Clinic, don't just live, shine. Menards, save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. Rural Mutual Insurance Company, a proud sponsor of the WIAA Rural Mutual Sportsmanship Award. Go to ruralins.com. WIAA, support your public schools and your teachers. Join the conversation on Facebook /Speak Out Wisconsin. WIAA, moving education forward. And by the Dairy Farm Families of Wisconsin, the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board.
Day 2 of the WIAA State Girls Basketball Championships tips off with the Division III semifinals. Kewaunee at 22-4. The Storm, defending state runners-up in Division III, taking on the Golden Bears of Barron. They come in at 21-5. Good morning, everybody. I'm Bob Bradovich, joined by the head coach at River Ridge High School, Karen Townsend. Karen, we saw Kewaunee in this tournament last season, had a very nice semifinal win over Dominican, losing to Altoona in the state championship game in Division III. And you look at the Storm, all 5 starters are back. Much like last year, it's a very balanced team. Hard to single out one player because they all do very good things.
They do. Like you said, they were state runners-up, all starters returning, very hungry for the gold. They have some experience. They have some height, probably the tallest team in the Division III state tournament.
As we take a look at our Menards points of the game, again, balanced scoring. You got Sellner, who's averaging 11.2, and then 3 players just under 10 points per game.
Yeah, and Sellner, you'll see she's a 5'11 guard, so she creates some mismatches there for people to defend her. You've got Geyer, who's a 4-year varsity player, sees the court well, leads her teams in assists. Kleiman, quick guard, 3-point shooter who can also go to the rim. And Richard, who's a 6-foot center, has a nice 15-foot shot, has come on strong at 15 points in their sectional final.
Your Menards points of the game as we look at the Barron Golden Bears, also a very balanced team. They like a little slower pace, so they like those games in the 40s, but again, you've got balance and you've got the sister act going as well between the Kundorfs and the Knutsons. 2
sets of sisters on there. Afton Kundorf is long, athletic, just a sophomore, inside, outside, leads and assists. Her sister, Taylor Kundorf, 5'9", junior, leading rebounder, shoots the 3 ball as well. Next set of sisters, Carrie Knutson, who's a point guard. She brings stability, the only senior in the starting lineup. Coming back from an MCL injury, and Holly Knutson, leading 3-point shooter, great defender and rebounder.
We'll be back in just a bit to meet these 2 teams, but right now, a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA Network station.
Okay, Edith, you are all set with the Packers checking account.
Thank you.
And we have a special gift for you.
Oh?
Hello, Edith.
Want more Aaron Rodgers in your life?
Oh, my!
Is that part of the deal?
Oh.
Get exclusive Packers checks featuring Aaron when you open a Packers checking account. For details, go to your nearest branch or visit us online.
So, do you play canasta?
All the time.
I love that game.
When you were a teen, a driver's license meant one thing, freedom. But to your parents, it meant the stress of finding and paying for auto insurance. Today, it's easy with Rural Mutual Insurance. We get teens. Our Town and Country auto policy offers young operator rates, claims-free discounts, deductible forgiveness, and multi-policy discounts of up to 25%. Since Rural Mutual Insurance only does business in Wisconsin, premiums paid here stay here to keep Wisconsin strong. Contact us at ruralins.com.
Ah, the workout is over. Time to recover, refuel, and re-energize. Recent studies suggest that one drink can help muscles recover faster than other leading sports drinks. Delicious, nutritious chocolate milk. With its powerful package of protein, potassium, calcium, and 6 other essential nutrients, shouldn't chocolate milk be your choice? Got chocolate milk?
Kewaunee High School Chamber Choir with our national anthem. Right now, it's time to meet these two teams. Let's send it across court to PA announcer Bonnie Olson.
Good morning and welcome to the Kohl Center and today's Division III semifinal girls basketball game against the Kewaunee Storm and the Barron Golden Bears. And now let's meet the teams. First for the Kewaunee Storm, Kylie Heim, Amanda Kudik, Katie Boltman, Amanda Boltman, Carly Van Gotham, Carly Nimmer, Alex Conley, Courtney Miller, Aubrey Dax, and Serena Schneider. And now let's meet the Barron Golden Bears. Tawny Erickson, Josie Borgen, Alyssa Misselt, Amber Hogan, Monique Rowland, Sydney Clemens, Allie Amundsen, Ashley Ralston, and Caitlin Severson. And now the starting lineup for the Kewaunee Storm. At guard, a senior, number 12, Nicole Geyer. At guard, a junior, number 20, Jill Kleiman. At forward, a junior, number 30, Kelsey Strangle. At forward, a senior, number 42, Marissa Selner. And at center, a junior, number 34, Alex Richard. The Storm are coached by Lynn Geyer. And now the starting lineup for the Barron Golden Bears. At guard, a senior, number 21, Carrie Knutson. At guard, a junior, number 30, Holly Knutson. And forward, a freshman, number 15, Gina Forehand. At forward, a sophomore, number 22, Afton Kindor. And at forward, a junior, number 34, Taylor Kindor. The Golden Bears are coached by James Bartlett. The officials for today's game, Dwayne Rolkowski, Gordon Knuth, and Dean Meemore.
Here are the starting lineups brought to you by Delta Dental of Wisconsin, ensuring great smiles for 50 years. Kewaunee starting two seniors, Geyer and Selner, Clayman, Stangl, Richard, all juniors. For the Golden Bears of Barron, Forehand is just a freshman. Afton Kundorf is a sophomore. You got the two juniors, Holly Knutson, Taylor Kundorf, and Carrie Knutson, the lone senior in the starting lineup for the Golden Bears of Barron. Kewaunee in the purple jerseys, Barron in the white. Jumping center, Taylor Kundorf for Barron. Alex Richard of Kewaunee. We are just about underway, and they're going to toss that one up again.
Redo that again?
Yeah. Everybody excited to get started.
Got up early.
Tip controlled by Kewaunee. The Storm will open up on offense. Kelsey Stangl.
Wow, nice pass inside.
Inside, and they get the bucket on a good feed to Alex Richard. Now Barrett on offense. Holly Knutson in a little bit of trouble, and she's called on the over and back.
A lot of energy on Kewaunee's part right out of the starting blocks.
Kewaunee back at state for a second straight season. Jill Clayman leaves it for Kelsey Stengel. Stengel all the way to the bucket. No good. Rebound. Selner knocked around. Stengel comes out of there with it. Geyer, little jump stop, and a bank shot to make it 4-0.
Nice dribble penetration right into the bullseye, pull-up jumper. A lot of pressure up top.
Afton Kundorf in the corner. Hassled by Richard, and taken away by Stengel, and now Geyer will bring it up. Kewaunee with the basketball and a 4-point lead. Jill Clayman back to Geyer. They go inside. Alex Richard, no.
They crashed the
offensive
boards.
rebound. Kelsey Stengel now.
Really
Nicole Geyer
hard.
for three. It's no good. And Gina Forehand, the freshman, pulls down the rebound. They will call a held ball possession, arrow pointing the way of Barron. Well, I think we can see early on Kewaunee is the team that was here last year, and they seem very comfortable on this Kohl Center
They
floor.
do, and they're coming out with high energy, and Barron just needs to sustain that a little bit. That will slow down a little bit as the game goes in, but some teams come right out of that tip-off and really take it at teams.
Holly Knutson now with Nicole Geyer on her. Barron has yet to attempt a shot. Gina Forehand over to Afton Kundorf. Taylor Kundorf short on that one. However, Nicole Geyer pulling down that rebound had the toes on the line. You get a look at Lynn Geyer coaching her daughter Nicole in the state tournament for a second straight season. Knocked out of bounds, we'll say touched by Barron last. Now they'll discuss it and say Barron basketball. Now Lynn Geyer saying it's a lifetime of memories that the team is making down here in state, and very special for mother and daughter.
Talked about that yesterday. We've got a lot of that down here at the state tournament. Parents coaching their daughters down here.
Taylor Kundorf had a good look. A little strong off the board. And Kewaunee will look to expand upon a 4-point lead. Stengel fouled on the drive by Gina Forehand. The 2012 WIAA Girls Basketball Tournament is brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. Foul on Forehand is the first team foul on the Golden Bears. Geyer up top. Clayman, three-pointer, no. Rebound pulled down by Kewaunee as Stengel had the offensive board. And another foul whistled on Barron.
Right now, Kewaunee just dominating those offensive boards. Barron needs to get a body on somebody, box them out, get the ball back in their possession.
Inbounds pass and a bucket, Alex Richard. And it's 6-0. Afton Kundorf, now they swing it up top. Gina Forehand, the freshman. Good look, just rimmed out. Marissa Selner going in strong. She's called on the travel. Well, you think you see what Kewaunee wants to do. They want to attack the basket. They want to attack the offensive glass, and so far it's worked for them.
Right, and you see Barron down here, they got a couple good looks at three-pointers, wide open. Nice fundamental backspin on the ball. Just shots aren't falling from the perimeter, and Kewaunee's getting all their shots from the paint.
Carrie Knutson had a good look, and that one just drifted wide on her. We see Jim Bartlett and chatted with him a bit before the game. Said he hopes the girls are ready. It's always an adjustment period when you come down to the Kohl Center. Barron has not been to state since 2001. Those seniors were back in the first grade, young girls. Of course, when you're young and you watch those older girls getting down to state,
right,
that makes an impression on you.
You know, I don't know if we see that as much as we used to see. These girls now have been playing so much basketball, and they come in with so much determination by the time they get down here, and the jitters don't last long.
Good look that time, Selner. She couldn't convert. Now Kewaunee's going to pick up the foul. Alex Richard picks up her first. And it's the first team foul on the Storm. Kewaunee applying backcourt pressure. Knutson across to Kundorf. That's Afton Kundorf.
A nice give and go.
Afton Kundorf, little short.
Little nice give and go play there, just couldn't make it fall.
Alex Richard off the glass, no, and a rebound to Taylor Kundorf. Afton Kundorf, foul. That one's going to go on Marissa Selner.
They're doing a nice job. Want to push that ball in transition, you know, against that size down low. Might want to get some transition points before Kewaunee can get down there and set up their defense.
Afton Kundorf gets Barron on the board. Kylie Heim checks in for Kewaunee. Amber Hogan, number 23 for Barron. Sometimes when you start a game and you're sitting here, you're looking on that zero on the scoreboard, once you finally get on the board, I think everybody loosens up a little bit.
Get that lid off the basket.
It's a 6-1 Kewaunee lead. Storm with the basketball. Heim with Hogan on her. McClayman gets the pick. Swing it up top, Stengel.
A lot of movement in Kewaunee's offense. They slash to the basket. They do some pick and rolls, a little dribble drive.
Selner was double teamed, and the Golden Bears come up with the steal. Afton Kundorf trying to get it to his sister, instead thrown away. And a layup for Jill Clayman. Points off turnover is always a key stat. And Kewaunee now leading 8-3.
Truly will be
8-1.
Truly an indicator at the end of the game, as well as points from the paint. I think we'll be talking about.
Substitutions in for Kewaunee. We'll check those after a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
Self-expression can make a world of difference. Allowing individuals to express themselves is, in effect, telling them, you matter. By giving educators a voice, promoting programs like music and art, WIAA speaks for me and my students. Add your voice to the conversation at Speak Out Wisconsin on Facebook.
Join Menards this week in saluting our American-made products with Menards Made in the USA sale. EC Grow has been producing high-quality turf fertilizers in Eau Claire, Wisconsin for over 20 years. A 17-pound bag of premium crabgrass preventer is $6.99 after rebate. AC2 pressure-treated lumber and timbers are treated in Eau Claire, Wisconsin and Holiday City, Ohio. They feature a Micro Pro lifetime limited warranty against rot and decay, starting at $195 for an 8-foot 2x4.
Save big money at Menards.
Kewaunee leading Barron in this Division III semifinal. 8-1 is the score. You see the time remaining in this first quarter. The Storm has checked in Carly Nimmer, number 40. 6-foot senior. Also checking in for Kewaunee is number 14, Amanda Kudik. Need a forehand to inbound for Barron. And she finds Taylor Kundorf, who can't convert.
Boy, those are the ones that are golden. Those ones right underneath the basket. It's a little physical in there. She got bumped out off balance a little bit, couldn't finish.
A nice inbounds play. Kewaunee looking to go inside, but Carrie Knutson steps in the passing lane, comes up with the steal. Taylor Kundorf fouled in the backcourt by Nicole Geyer.
Kewaunee foul on Nicole Geyer. Personal foul, team foul. Sydney Clemens in.
Taylor Kundorf will check out. Sydney Clemens will check in. She's a 5'8" freshman. They're in a very young team. Carrie Knutson with the basketball, one of two seniors on this roster, the other being Monique Rowland. And there's the first bucket of the game, and it comes from the freshman.
From the freshman, you were just talking about how young they were, but freshman who has a lot of composure and just is a steady player for them.
You know, sometimes you have those situations where you think, well, we're a young team, we'll be back. Well, you never quite know. Well, you have to seize the opportunity when you have it. Contact on the drive. Geyer and Knutson colliding, and they'll get Carrie Knutson on the foul.
That was a nice read by Geyer. She saw a one-on-one situation going to the baseline and knew she had her out of position.
Jill Clayman checking in. Nicole Geyer will get a seat on the bench.
Oh, nice screen.
Long three-pointer, good for Jill Clayman. How about that?
Nice set
you
play,
start
nice
the game,
screen,
you check
right.
out, you come in, you launch a three.
Boy, they're just high energy.
Highly high in the steal.
They clearly came with a plan.
Hine puts up the shot, it's no good.
Go, get it out in front.
It's a Misselt.
Right idea, though.
Had the rebound. Misselt is checked in. She's a 5'9" freshman. Jim Bartlett going into his bench in this first quarter. Clayman will pop from behind the arc. Misselt the rebound. Knutson in forehand, play catch up top. Now Misselt will fire, that's no good. Golden Bears now 1-9 from the floor. Kewaunee looks to play for a final shot this first quarter with the basketball and the lead.
Nice read.
Bounce pass inside, and Carly Nimmer able to convert. Forehand with fire, that's well short. We have played one quarter. Kewaunee on top of Barron, 13-3. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. This WIAA game summary is brought to you by Skyward, creator of Skyward School Management System and Skyward Family Access, the best solution for Wisconsin school districts and parents. Kewaunee 6 of 14 from the floor. Barron just 1 of 9. Kewaunee also leading in rebounds and inside points. They are the bigger of the two teams, Karen. And They're taking advantage of that size.
Yeah, Coach Bartlett talked about the keys of this game with getting the ball in position to score and limit the touches in the paint. And right now, they're struggling to do both of those.
Barron has had some decent looks. They just haven't been able to convert on their shots. We'll see what they do here in the second quarter now that I think they've settled in a little bit and getting a little bit more used to their surroundings. Dyer gets to the bucket. No offensive rebound.
Selner, nice job. Again, these offensive rebounds, giving them second chances at the basket. Can't do that against these high-level teams.
Gina Forehand saw a lane to the bucket, and the freshman took it all the way in. She'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
That's what we might see this second quarter. Bartlett might have talked to them about, girls, let's go to the basket. Let's try to get some points from inside the paint, draw some fouls, get ourselves to the free throw line.
Barron tied for 3rd this season in the Heart of North Conference, although all 4 of those top teams advanced to sectionals. Barron knocked off rival Bloomer in the sectional semifinals. Ladysmith made it to the Division IV sectional finals. Lost to Regis. Hayward advanced to the Division II sectional final and lost to New London. We'll see New London later this afternoon. Division II semifinals. Clayman, the kick out. Selner off the back rim, and now Carrie Knudsen. Get it to Taylor Kundorf. Picked away by Clayman. Once again, Kewaunee very tough extending that defense.
Really are, and Barron's really trying to spread them out and create those dribble opportunities, which is exactly what they need to do. Spread that defense out, get those bigs out from underneath the basket, drive at them. Turn the corner, nice dish. Would love those to be a three-point play.
Closed captioning of this WIAA tournament broadcast is brought to you by your local WIAA network station. 2 of 2 for Gina Forehand.
We didn't get to talk about her when we had the ISOs at the beginning of the game, but a freshman who moved into the starting lineup about a third of the way through the season has just done a nice job for Barron.
And she has 6. The Golden Bears 7 points. Marissa Selner up top. Draining the 3 is Jill Clayman.
Taylor Kundorf did a nice job stopping that inside shot from the paint, and then they kicked it out and hit the 3.
Nice pass from Gina Forehand down to Afton Kundorf, but Kundorf couldn't get that one to drop. 11-point lead, Kewaunee. Here's another three-pointer, it's short. That time was Kylie Hine. They're trying to post up Carrie Knudsen. Knudsen had that MCL injury late in the season. Now a steal.
Yeah. Let's grab her shoot, slow her down a little bit.
They're going to call intentional on that one.
Oh, they did.
Yep. Maybe at noon ball you can get away with that a little bit. Grab that shirt.
That's right.
3 officials on the court. Someone's going to spot that one. Jim Bartlett all you can say is, well.
It's one way to stop from the layup, I guess.
Yeah. Maybe a little subtlety would go
right,
along
but what it
there.
does is it gives her 2 free throws and the ball out of bounds, potentially a 4 to 5 point play.
Carly Nimmer checks back in for Kewaunee.
Nothing hurt yet.
Well, exactly. At least,
you know,
if
right.
you're Barron, you're thinking, well, okay, well, we dodged one there because didn't connect on the free throws. They were going to get the basketball anyway, and likely a layup.
Nice inside move.
Kelsey Stengel gets them the bucket, and the lead is 13.
Well, their post presence is dominant.
Near steal by the Storm, but Barron collects. Try to go inside, and Taylor Kundorf knocked away by the Storm. Kundorf hassling Jill Klayman out of bounds. Kewaunee will keep it.
Timeout, Barron.
Barron will take a 30-second timeout. What do you think the message from Jim Bartlett is?
Well, they got to take care of the ball. You know, they come down, they work it a little bit, but now Kewaunee's jumping those passing lanes and getting a lot of turnovers.
You know, that Harder North Conference, Barron and Bloomer are pretty big rivals. And Ron Wilson, former coach up at Bloomer, he brought his team down to state here several times. Well, he's now an assistant coach with the Golden Bears. And Lon's daughter, Nikki Wilson, an assistant coach as well. So interesting how those allegiances change over time.
Right.
Bloomer was down here in 1990, 92, and 2000. Said the Bloomer girls sent a nice bouquet to practice the other day.
Nice.
Yeah. Rattles in the three-pointer.
Well, I am impressed with her. The play right before the end of the quarter, she was supposed to come back off of a screen and read it perfectly, went the opposite way, dished inside, and then can pull back and hit the threes as well.
Near steal and then a steal. Again, they're playing the passing lanes, and with that little extra length, it's just
and high ball pressure. High ball pressure. Barron needs to get tough with the ball, drive at them, kind of holding the ball above their head, and with that high ball pressure, it's tough to get the passes inside.
Alyssa Missels and Amber Hogan checking in for Barron. Kewaunee coming in, Lynn Geyer, the head coach, saying they were awfully motivated by the fact that they lost in that state championship game last season, but they can't think about the championship until they take care of business in this one. And up to this point, mid-second quarter, they have definitely taken care of business.
Well, you do. You got to come into games thinking that, you know, you got to be mentally prepared. Can't think too far ahead.
Nice backdoor cut. Hine gets it out of there and gets it to Stengel, who can't connect, but Kewaunee pulls down another offensive rebound. They look for the lob inside. Barron takes that one away. Fifth turnover on Kewaunee. Barron has 10 turnovers. Afton Kundorf with a pop from outside. That's no good. Rebound, Nimmer. Kewaunee took the lead early. The Storm has held that lead throughout. Knocked out of bounds.
Missile doing a nice job defensively. Putting a little bit more pressure on Kleiman.
Carrie Knutson in for Barron. Sydney Clemens now checking in for the Golden Bears. Jill Kleiman back in for Kewaunee. Kudik gets it swatted.
Wow. Nice job.
Listen, Missile, a freshman, and all ball.
Nice leaping ability.
Good look that time for Kudik. Can't convert. Missile called in a double dribble. Well, a couple times now, Barron players, you can see that if they get through that first wave of pressure, there are some lanes to the bucket.
There is, and they're getting a couple steals down here, and you would like to see them capitalize on those.
Kewaunee had back-to-back losses in the regular season to Xavier and Algoma, both very good teams.
Oh, nice.
Were close for 3.5 quarters, according to Coach Lynn Geyer. Said they learned some things from those losses. Learned that you got to take care of the basketball and you got to play 4 quarters against good teams.
She's really big on, she calls it ball security. She wants them to start strong, she wants them to play strong, she wants them to finish strong.
Gina forehand, unable to finish. Freshman got into the lane, and once again, a decent look for the Golden Bears. But so far in this basketball game, 1 of 12 from the floor. Claiming the bounce pass, knocked away by the Golden Bears. Amber Hogan with the steal. Knudsen.
Little jump stop, kick out, nice.
Sydney Clemens connects. Well, that time they beat the trap, got the ball to an open player, and they knocked down the shot.
Hey, Knudsen created that very well.
Claiming from outside.
Well, Barron doing a nice job taking away less opportunities in the paint, making Kewaunee shoot that outside shot.
Here's Amber Hogan. Tracks down her own rebound. Amber Hogan, no.
Boy, nice strong move. Nice strong move to the basket.
Under a minute to go here. Our first game of this Friday at the Kohl Center. Keeping here all day. We've got girls basketball, morning, afternoon, and night.
Kewaunee now being very patient, going to work for the best shot, high percentage shot to go into halftime.
Stengel will clear it up top to claim it. Sellner to Stengel. Now Kudik.
Looking to get
10
the ball
seconds
inside.
to go.
Triple team.
Clayman for 3. That's no good. Carrie Knudsen the rebound. Knudsen will fire from half court. That is short. We have played 2 quarters from basketball here at the Kohl Center. It's Kewaunee on top of Barron, 23-9. Now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
To be heard is a powerful thing. When you help someone speak, you're not only giving them a voice, you're giving them an identity. By amplifying the voices of educators, speaking out for programs like special education, WIAA speaks for me and my students. Add your voice to the conversation at Speak Out Wisconsin on Facebook.
Skyward is critically important to the functioning of and operation of our school district. It provides us with the software and technology for student software, for financial software, for personnel software. A community values its school system when it sees that it can provide great services to its kids. Skyward provides that access. So the community itself is grateful to Skyward and the district for its partnership because it gives them greater confidence in their school district.
There is such a need in Wisconsin for dental care.
And we've stepped up to the plate, both in terms of money, resources, and people.
We're improving access throughout the state for needy populations.
We're giving back to the community.
We're always thinking about ways to make life better for everyone.
Our mission and our reason for being is to improve access to oral health care.
It's just simply the right thing to do.
We're at the half of this Division III semifinal. It's Kewaunee leading Barron 23-9. Storm led this one 13-3 after one. Bob Radovich, Karen Townsend with you courtside here at the Kohl Center. And Karen, coming into this game, we talked about Kewaunee's experience, the fact that they had played 2 games here at state last year, and so far that experience seems to be the difference in this basketball game. Not to mention the length of Kewaunee and the way they attack the basket.
Right, they came in here with a lot of confidence, and you can see that when after the tip-off, they just came at them with a lot of energy. But my gosh, they have so much ability, so much athleticism, and you talked about at the beginning of the game, their balance. They just play so well together and have so many options in their offense.
Barron's getting decent looks, but they're just 2 of 15. What do they have to do to get back into it?
Well, I thought second quarter, I thought they attacked the basket better. I thought they spread the court out, trying to create some gaps against that height. I think if they do that third quarter and just take it one at a time, finish those shots in the power box, I think they can chip away.
We'll be back with first half highlights and stats. Right now, we send it up top to Brian Groff.
All right, thank you very much, Bob and Karen. The WIAA State Individual Tennis Championships were held right here in Madison at Nielsen Tennis Stadium, and a couple teams were hoping to continue their run of recent state championships. Sean Giggy from WAOW TV in Wausau has a recap.
The 2011 Division I and II state tennis tournaments saw 2 defending state champs back to defend their crowns, but they would have to fight through strong competition to win back-to-back state titles. In Division I singles, Homestead's 2-time state champ Allie Corin returned, looking to bounce back after a 4th-place finish in 2010. Corin rolled through her first 3 matches before facing her unbeaten and 3rd-seeded teammate Elizabeth Conan. Conan kept her perfect record intact and denied Corin a 3rd state title, winning 6-1, 6-1. The win put Conan into the championship match where she faced top-seeded Maddie Johnson from Onalaska. Johnson was runner-up in 2010 and returned to the single state championship with a straight sets win in the semifinal round. But in the title match, Conan, who had lost just 4 games to that point in the tournament, could not be stopped, winning her first state championship 6-1, 6-1 after a 3rd-place finish in 2010.
I came out on fire. I just tried to be really aggressive, and it worked for me today.
She works hard in every point and therefore very successful. So everybody is frustrated when they play her because they can't get in the match. She's not going to give you anything.
In Division I doubles, Homestead's Carly Peck and Sophia Lococo entered as the top seed after a runner-up campaign in 2010. Sarah Woods from Divine Savior Holy Angels was a state champ last season, but was back with new partner Mary Newby as the 3rd-seeded pair in the tourney. Woods and Newby looked intent on bringing another title back to Milwaukee, but faced 2nd-seeded Aaron and Sarah Miller from Nicolette in the semifinal round. Woods and Newby looked strong, coming away with a 6-3, 6-1 win to advance to the doubles state title match. Peck and Lococo lived up to their top-seeded billing, dropping just 9 games en route to the championship match. In the final, Peck and Lococo jumped in front quickly with a 6-0 win in the opening set and fought off Woods and Newby in the second by a 7-5 count to bring home the state title. Moving to Division II singles, defending champ Maddie Ecker from University School was back as this year's top seed, but had some strong competition. Freshman Ellie Zimmerman from Notre Dame was 31-1 on the year and seeded 2nd, and Newman Catholic's Daily Rupar entered the tourney seeded 3rd after a 6th-place finish in 2010. Ecker looked well on her way to a 2nd straight berth in the title match, but ran into a hot Grace Lorraine from Newman Catholic in the semis. Lorraine took the first set 6-3, but Ecker bounced back to win set 2, 6-4. But it was the sophomore from Newman that pulled it out with a 6-4 win in the 3rd set. As the 2 seed, Zimmerman had little trouble advancing to the title match, losing just 4 games to that point, and she didn't cool off against Lorraine. In the championship, Zimmerman took the opening set 6-0 and won the second 6-3 to win her first state title.
I felt like I played well all season, and coming in as a freshman is kind of unexpected. Like, nobody really knows how you play or anything.
Division II doubles now. Notre Dame's Megan Linehan and Margaret Fowler entered as the top seed with a 29-3 record on the year. Roncalli's Abby Holla and Jane Salutes also came to Madison with just 3 losses, but were seeded 4th. The 2 pairs met in the semifinals and battled back and forth all day long, but it was Holla and Salutes that won 7-6, 5-7, 6-3 to move on to the final. University School's Riley Kelly and Rebecca Buchanan didn't have any trouble reaching the championship as the number 2 seed. The 2 won their first 3 matches in straight sets and kept that pattern alive in the final match, beating Holla and Salute 7-6, 6-4 for the state title.
We're the 2 seed, but at a lot of times seeds don't mean anything, so we had to take everyone really seriously.
I think coming into the net and definitely taking the net away from our other opponents, we were able to put the ball away and to stay on the offense.
In all, 4 new state champions were crowned at the 2011 Girls Individual State Tennis Tournament.
Thank you very much, Sean Gagey from WAOW-TV in Wausau. At the half, Kewaunee has a 23-9 advantage on Barron. And to recap the first half, and with a look ahead to the second, we send it courtside to Bob Bradovich and Karen Townsend.
Thanks, Brian. I'm guessing at half, Barron head coach Jim Bartlett is going to talk to his team about building on some of the positive things. And one of those things that's been going on is the production from the young players as we go to our highlights.
It is. I think when we go to our highlights, you're going to see all Barron freshmen, which what does that tell you about their future?
Christina forehand, nice take to the bucket. And then, big time block by Alyssa Missel, another freshman. And then, yet another freshman, Sydney Clemens. But not a whole lot of field goals. In fact, those were the 2 field goals of the game for the Golden Bears. On the other side, Kewaunee, tough defense, and Kleiman turning defense into offense. Then Jill Kleiman, the nice pass for the assist to Carly Nemmer. And then Kleiman from outside. As a team, Kewaunee 3 of 9 from behind the arc. Our first half stats, just the fact that Barron is somewhat in this game shooting 2 of 15, I think says something. Free throws have been important for Barron, 5 of 6 from the line, but offensive boards, we talked about Kewaunee's length, and the Storm is definitely dominating there and getting some steals as well. Jill Kleiman leading that Kewaunee attack. Normally a very balanced team, but Kleiman leading the way with the 11. And Gina Forehand, just a freshman, with 6. Again, what does Barron need to do to get back into this?
Well, you know, they need to take care of the ball. You know, Kewaunee's defense, and like you said, their length, they're getting a lot of hands on the ball, a lot of steals. They just need to get in good scoring position and get high percentage shots.
We'll be back with the third quarter of action, but right now, a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
We live in a place where freedom of speech is our right. Giving someone a platform to speak ensures their ability to exercise that right. By standing up for educators, advocating for programs like foreign language, WIAA speaks for me and my students. Add your voice to the conversation at Speak Out Wisconsin on Facebook.
When I was a kid, I loved to eat. Oh, food, and more food. Junk, loved it. Didn't matter what it was. This is kind of actually painful to look at. But you know what? Coming up, you're going to see what I look like. No, that's not me. Come on, that's a beauty queen. Get her out of my story. That's me now. Much better. I just think it's important to set a good example for my daughter.
Join Menards this week in saluting our American-made products with Menards Made in the USA sale. Doll Tile is the largest ceramic tile manufacturer in the United States, made in El Paso, Texas. These ceramic tiles are perfect for kitchen and bathroom walls, only 9 cents each. Made in Perrysville, Ohio, Mansfield toilets offer style and performance. The ProFit Round front high-efficiency model has everything you need in one box, just $99.
Save big money at Menards.
Kewaunee looking to get back to the Division III state championship game for a second straight season, and the Storm halfway there. They lead Barron 23-9 as we get set to start this third quarter of action. Barron in the white jerseys, Kewaunee in the purple. It's Barron basketball to start this third quarter. Nita forehand gets it to Afton Kundorf. He tries to shoot from the baseline, denied by Marissa Sellner. Kleiman zipping that pass inside, knocked out of bounds by Afton Kundorf. We have a timeout on the floor. Now a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
When you buy Wisconsin dairy products, your hard-earned dollar brings you more than just the quality and great taste you know and love. It supports the dairy industry, which in turn reinvests that money back into your community, resulting in better public services, abundant recreation opportunities, and a beautiful place to call home. In all, dairy contributes $26.5 billion to Wisconsin's economy. and eventually comes back to benefit you. To learn more, visit youtube.com/DairyImpactWisconsin.
That was me, the slam dunk king. All right, that was me. 6 championships under my belt. I never got off the couch. So then one day I looked in the mirror and I saw my dad. Started playing basketball for real, but not with these giants. Or with him. There we go. Playing with Ben and James. Yeah. Almost dunked it. Soon I'll be able to dunk it.
Kewaunee leading Barron. Early third quarter, 23-9. Unauthorized use or rebroadcast of this program in a live internet stream without the express written consent of Quincy Newspapers Incorporated. Wisconsin Broadcast Division is strictly prohibited and a violation of U.S. copyright law. Kewaunee inbound the basketball. Kelsey Stengel inside Alex Richard.
Boy, if you let her get the ball under the basket, she's going to score on there.
Alex Richard coming in to this tournament, averaging just over 9 points a game. She has 6 in this ballgame. Backdoor
nice
cut.
Backdoor cut.
Now Holly Knutson will head to the free throw line.
Kewaunee foul number 12.
Nicole Geyer picks up the personal foul, and that is 3 on her. So, coach's daughter will have to check out. Kylie Heim, the 5'6" junior, will check back in for Kewaunee. Holly Knutson, 1 of 2 from the line as a team now. Golden Bears 6 of 8. Stengel. Offensive board, Selner. Regina Forehand, the freshman with the rebound. Kewaunee staying in that man-to-man, and
it's tight.
Pressure
It is pressure.
Yeah, they really extend.
They chug the cutters coming across. They get fingertip deflections. I'd like to keep that stat on that team. They've got their hands. They've got touches on almost every pass.
Well, when you have length and then quickness in the backcourt, Kylie Heim knocks down the 3. Comes in averaging 3 points per game, getting a little extra time with some of the foul trouble on Nicole Geyer.
Coach Geyer talks about Heim as just a hard-working guard and can be a threat from the outside, and she just proved herself there.
Knutson hits the deck. Kylie Heim picks up the foul. She has 2 personal fouls, and that's 2 fouls on Kewaunee in this half. The 2012 WIAA tournament is brought to you by Marshfield Clinic, encouraging you to live an active, healthy life. Marshfield Clinic, don't just live, shine. Another steal by the Storm. Got 9 steals in this game. Kudik out to Heim. Barron staying in their man-to-man defense. Kleiman had a good look. Held ball, possession arrow pointing the way of the Storm.
Nice quick move on Kleiman, but Taylor Kundorf came over on help side D and did a nice defensive stop with a block shot there.
Kleiman leaving it for Richard. Now they bring it back up top. And again, good motion offense here by the Storm.
I was just going to say, the ball movement is so impressive. Movement off the ball, movement with the ball.
Selner shot rebounded by Kudik. Kewaunee will reset. Another offensive rebound by the Storm. Out rebounding Barron 21-14 in this game. And Geyer in her 9th year at Kewaunee. Impressive win-loss record, 151 and 59. I'm going inside. Richard will head to the free throw line.
Boy, she's just strong. She gets herself in position that she's hard to get around. She's hard to three-quarter wrap. She just posts up very well with her back to the basket.
Taylor Kundorf picking up the personal foul. Harley Nimmer back in for Kewaunee. One of two for Richard. She has 7 points in this game. Claiming the leading scorer for Kewaunee, she has 11. For Barron, Gina Forehand with 6 to lead the Golden Bears. Taylor Kundorf trying to kick it back outside to Carrie Knutson, and again the length of Kewaunee with the steal.
Good attempt to get the ball inside, but she's got a lot to deal with in there.
Lyman, give and go to Richard. The hoop wouldn't have that one. Ollie Knutson from outside, that's no good. Shooting woes continuing for Barron. Oh for 6 from behind the arc. Harley Nimmer's pass knocked out of bounds. Checking back in for Barron is Alyssa Missel. Barron 2 of 17 from the floor. Amanda Boltman has checked in for Kewaunee. Boltman, a 5'9" sophomore.
Boy, 20, Afton Kundorf is just playing phenomenal defense. Just a hustle player.
You can't fault the hustle of Barron. They are definitely scrapping. But being a smaller team, you need to get some of these shots to start dropping.
And again, it's a tribute to Kewaunee's defense as well.
Selner clears herself for the shot and converts. The lead is 21. Another steal by the Storm. We're going to get Selner on the kick ball. Well, if you're a little careless with the basketball, the Storm will make you pay.
Right, and they're kind of picking that ball up right when they cross half court, which is exactly what Kewaunee wants you to do.
And with that, Jim Bartlett's going to take a timeout and remind his players that you need to be strong with the basketball and you need to know where you're going.
Well, let's get that ball down the floor. Let's get that ball below the free throw line or free throw line extended. But to try and pass backwards, to pick up your dribble right across the half-court line is going to cause some problems to get into the flow of your offense.
Kewaunee fans all decked out. I like those hats. That's some pretty nice hats there.
It's one of the most entertaining parts of state tournament is to see what the fans come up with.
Golden Bears got the shirt on. Hibernates for the winner and then comes out for the state tournament.
Right.
Yeah, what the heck? Barron basketball down by 21. Taylor Kundorf trying to get around Jill Kleiman. Gets to the glass. Taylor Kundorf goes up. She'll head to the free throw line. Amanda Kudik picking up her first personal foul. Barron now 7 of 9 from the free throw line.
Shooting that well, get there more.
Make it 8 out of 10. 8 of the 12 points coming from the free throw line. Eiley Heim, no, knocked around. Continued battling for it. And finally, Afton Kundorf pulls down the basketball.
There's Barron pushing it a little bit, try to get ahead of that defense.
Klayman going for the steal. Taylor Kundorf to Afton Kundorf. Clemens knocked away by the Storm. Stengel called in the travel. Pressured by a couple Barron players.
Yeah, nice help side defense there.
Get the turnover.
Travel.
Timeout on the floor. We will step aside to hear a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
Okay, Edith. You are all set with the Packers checking account.
Thank you.
And we have a special gift for you.
Oh?
Hello, Edith.
Want more Aaron Rodgers in your life?
Oh, my!
Is that part of the deal?
Oh.
Get exclusive Packers checks featuring Aaron when you open a Packers checking account. For details, go to your nearest branch or visit us online.
So do you play canasta?
All the time.
I love that game.
It's Game 3 of the Central League Soccer Tournament, and Dave, these kids are beat.
And there's still one game left. I don't know how they're ever going to make it.
Let's hope their coach has some inspiration before the next game.
Want to know a secret? Research indicates that low-fat chocolate milk is better at rehydrating, helping muscles recover, and boosting energy than leading sports drinks.
Wow, it's like a whole new team. What's their secret?
It's pretty amazing, Bob.
Got chocolate milk?
Kewaunee leading Barron as we wind down this third quarter here from the Kohl Center in this Division III semifinal. First of 6 games we'll have for you today across the network. Coming up, the Division III semifinal, Oostburg versus East Troy. We'll take a lunch break. We'll be back at 1:30 for the Division II semifinals. New London will match up with Green Bay Notre Dame, followed by Reedsburg and New Berlin Eisenhower. And then coming up at 6:30, the Division I teams take the court for semifinal action. Oshkosh West versus De Pere, followed by Milwaukee King and Middleton. Back-to-back steals.
Oh, nice spin move.
Kundorf to the bucket. Afton Kundorf.
Wow.
Third field goal of the game for Barron, a very impressive one.
Wow, that was a nice move.
Stengel kicks it out. Now they go up top to Heim. Stengel swings it. Stengel back to Heim. We'll try a three-pointer and hit it. Kylie Heim making the most of her playing time.
She is. Comes off the bench, hits 2 3-pointers.
2 of 4 from behind the arc. Afton Kundorf going to the hoop. She'll head to the line, and just moments ago...
First of all, look at the defensive that she did. Pop that out, come down, creates her own fast break.
That's a very nice spin move right there.
Sophomore, no less.
Well, this experience will be huge for the Golden Bears moving forward with all those young players on the roster, just a chance to come down here. Not to mention just those extra weeks of practice.
Absolutely.
The energy and enthusiasm in all these communities that make it to the state tournament. Gary Knudsen hits the deck. And a foul on Kewaunee. Jill Klayman picks up the foul for Kewaunee. That's her first, the 5th team foul for Kewaunee in the second half.
Nice give and go.
Give and go. Knutson inside. Got that shot off just a little short.
Got up limping a little bit.
Yeah, definitely favoring that, that left knee. Yeah. Playing with a very heavy brace on that left knee.
You know, she sat the last 5 games of the season, and they brought her back at tournament play and is really pushing through the playoff run.
Jill Klayman trying to go one-on-one, loses the basketball. And Jim Bartlett, the head coach, will bring Holly Knutson back in for sister Carrie Knutson. It's got to be a lot of fun, sharing the state tournament experience with your sister.
A lot of memories for their family.
Time ticking down in the third. Kundorf fires that one in. Time has expired in this third quarter. It's Kewaunee 34, Barron 14. We'll be back with the fourth quarter, but now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. This WIAA game summary is brought to you by Skyward, creator of Skyward School Management System and Skyward Family Access, the best solution for Wisconsin school districts and parents. Barron, cold shooting today for the Golden Bears. Kewaunee 14 of 40, but inside points favoring the Storm. A couple of reasons why Kewaunee leads this one 34-14 as we head into the fourth quarter.
But you know, Barron, Storm had 14 of those 16 in the first half, so they held them to 2 points in the paint in the third quarter. So better defensive showing there. But they're shooting 80% from the free throw line. I'd be taking it at the basket, try to get themselves to that line.
That's what Afkin Kundorf tried to do right there. Tried to change hands and came up short on the drive, but Barron being a little bit more aggressive. Here's Nicole Geyer for 3. Back rim, no. Rebound to Taylor Kundorf.
Barron, little transition, sideline transition, trying to push the ball up the court a little bit faster.
Timeout, Kewaunee. 30 seconds.
Lynn Geyer of Kewaunee is going to take a timeout. We will take this opportunity to show you the map of our Division III field, Barron, in Barron County. About 40 miles north of Eau Claire, Kewaunee, over on the east side of the state, Kewaunee County. Coming up next will be Oostburg and East Troy, two teams from the southeast part of the state of Wisconsin. I always enjoy walking around the corridors here at the Kohl Center and seeing the shirts and the jackets and seeing people from all over the state coming down here.
It's the best time of the year, in my opinion. Brings friends together, brings coaches together who've worked hard all season. Great weekend entertainment.
We could play 6 Degrees of Karen Townsend. Take 2 people at random and see how they're connected. And everybody is in some way.
They do, yes.
They've coached with somebody, they've either worked camps or they were on a staff, went to college. Worked together at some place. Carrie Knutson, 3-pointer is short. Yeah, fun time down here at the state tournament. Especially a day like today. I mean, Love the warm weather. It's a little rainy. Come on inside. Come on up to the Kohl Center. Check out some girls' high school basketball. Knutson will check out. He's got a floor burn to go along with that knee injury. She's gutted this one out.
Oh, nice. Another give and go. Nice block shot by Kundorf, Taylor Kundorf.
We'll take another look at that one again. Again, a young player for Barron. You can see the potential.
That was such a nice dive by Selner. Good pass inside, but Knutson was there to block it away.
Selner had a good look. Gina, forehand, long three.
Way out there. I'm not sure she quite knew where she was on the court. Coach says, take a step in.
Golden Bears did have a practice Wednesday over at Madison College up on the north side of town here in Madison, and try to get used to that college court.
Longer floor.
But it is different.
It is different.
You know, when you're used to playing in that high school court year-round, you kind of have your bearings. You're thinking, okay, I'm right in front of my bench. That's my shot. And all of a sudden, you let it go, and you look down, and you're like 8 feet behind your three-pointer.
Well, and I know for a lot of teams in Division 5, our gyms, we don't have the open space on the backside, so shooting can really be effective down here, too.
Nicole Geyer gets that one to roll in. The lead is 22. Geyer now with 4 points. Kundorf, three-pointer, rims out. That foul will go on Barron's Afton Kundorf. The 2012 WIAA tournament is brought to you by Associated Bank. Sign up for Associated Bank checking today and get exclusive Packers checks featuring Aaron Rodgers himself. For details, visit AssociatedBank.com. Timeout on the floor. We'll step aside to hear a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
In Wisconsin, we believe in lessons learned early in life. Play hard and play fair. That's why Rural Mutual Insurance sponsors WIAA Athletics and the WIAA Rural Mutual Sportsmanship Award. We're proud of Wisconsin and of our agents and claims adjusters who give undivided attention. They don't stand on the sidelines when misfortune hits. We serve everyone, rural or city, with the fastest claim service in the state. Rural, it's not where you live, it's what you value. A Farm Bureau service.
Join Menards this week in saluting our American-made products with Menards Made in the USA sale. Sleep in comfort with a new mattress from Serta. For more than 80 years, Serta has been producing the world's best mattress. Made in Beloit, Wisconsin, the Perfect Treasure Queen mattress set is only $349, or save $100 on the Excalibur Mega Eurotop Queen mattress set. It offers additional softness, support, and ultimate comfort, just $699.
Save big money at Menards.
Kewaunee Storm, 5 minutes, 30 seconds away from advancing to the Division III state championship game for a second straight year. Storm leading Barron 36-14. The Storm taking control of this game early on. They have led throughout. 13-3 after one, 23-9 at the half, 34-14 after three. Geyer going inside. Alex Richard, no. Rebound to Amber Hogan. Will bring it across. Hogan, the other senior on that Barron roster, getting some playing time here at the state tournament. In a forehand. Picks up the dribble back to Knutson.
Again, you see Kewaunee just pushing their offense further and further out and not giving them the opportunity to get into it.
Marissa Selner, good defense, and she comes away at the steal. This is Selner with the basketball now. Well, you look at all the elements of what makes a good basketball team. I think Kewaunee's got all of that. They've got the bigs. who are good inside. They're rugged players, and yet they've got offensive game. They've got some players that do all the dirty work, and then you've got good perimeter players who can handle the basketball and shoot the three.
Yeah, I mean, they dribble penetrate, they shoot the three-point play, they slash to the basket and make nice inside passes. They're just, I mean, it's a team that's going to be hard to stop.
They tied for first in a very rugged Packerland conference, and Lynn Geyer said, yeah, that was motivation. The girls wanted that one outright. Tied with Algoma for the top spot in that conference, but
then turned around and beat them in tournament, didn't they?
Well, no, actually, Algoma lost to Oshkosh Lords, but the point being is that you find motivation wherever you can. You put those targets out there. Afton Kundorf, good look from three-point range. Barron getting another shot that time was Gina Forehand. Coming up a little short. Golden Bears will keep it. Kelsey Stengel checking back in for Kewaunee as Carly Nimmer will check out. And off the inbounds pass is steal for Alex Richard. It's the 16th steal of the game for the Storm.
You know, they hold teams to 31 points a game, which is an extremely impressive defensive average, and you can see how they're doing that.
Alex Richard, no. Kelsey Stengel, no.
There we go. Get the ball out
break
front.
for Gina Forehand. She is fouled hard by Nicole Geyer. And that'll be number 4 on Nicole Geyer. And it'll be the 6th team foul on the Storm. Gina Forehand, leading scorer for Barron, now has 7 points. Perfect 5 of 5 from the line. Of course, we say that, we put the hex on it. But Barron battling. Taylor Kundorf, offensive rebound. Now she'll go to the line. Kundorf, 2 of 2 from the line. That's where she has scored her 2 points.
She's made the most three-pointers on this team, but just hasn't had the opportunity to get a lot of those off today.
Oh for 3 from three-point range is Taylor Kundorf. Barron battling for the basketball, but the Bears knock it out of bounds. It'll be Kewaunee ball. One nice thing about playing that early semifinal is that once you're done with your post-game responsibilities, you can start scouting that next game. You can do a little of that if you got the second game, but you also have to be preparing your team for what they have.
Right.
Geyer, the pass inside. Clayman will back it out, and she is fouled. Melissa Missel picks up the foul. It's the 4th team foul on the Golden Bears this half. Stengel, good look down low. Trying to get it to Richard, but another foul on the Golden Bears.
What I liked about that, though, at least she wasn't content to stay behind, let them get that easy feed inside to Richard, which she's gotten a lot this morning, and just tried to get around top and get that ball out of there and got caught on the foul. But I like the hustle, I like the attempt.
Geyer will pass on the 3. Hop from the lane and get the bucket.
Nice shot fake. Made the defense leave their feet. Little penetration, pull-up jumper.
Sydney Clemens, no. Cold shooting continues for the Golden Bears. Katie Boatman In for Kewaunee, Boltman, a 5'7" senior. Haft and Kundorf winning the battle for that basketball. Forehand off the glass, no. Rebound, Katie Boltman. Well, sometimes you just have those days.
Well, you do, and you know, again, you know, is it that they're typically, you know, their shooting percentage might be better, but you got to look at the defense that they're up against and the pressure and the size and the length. Again, not getting high percentage shots.
Meantime, Kewaunee hitting the offensive glass. Stengel comes out of there with it, and then loses the handle, and be Barron basketball. But that sequence right there just showing that Kewaunee owns a big edge in the paint.
You've got a lot of muscle on the inside.
Gary Knutson will check out, gets a nice hand from the Barron faithful. Contested shot that time. Clemens had it blocked. Foul on the Golden Bears. And Amber Hogan will pick up that personal foul. Checking back in for Kewaunee is Carly Nimmer. You see what Kewaunee can do on the defensive side. And that's an impressive stat right there. Nicole Geyer will take a timeout.
Timeout, Kewaunee.
It is a full timeout with 1:23 to go here in this fourth quarter. We will step aside to hear a message from our statewide sponsors. This is your WIAA network station.
That was me. Actually, that was me. And that's not like me. I used to be a football player. Wrong century. I wanted to feel like that again. So I did something about it. I got back into shape. Now when I chase the bad guys, they do not get away. Yeah, I got him.
Kewaunee, 1 minute, 23 seconds away from a spot in the Division III state championship game for a second season in a row. Storm has been very impressive.
We talked about their defense. They average about 15 steals a game, and they've already surpassed that with 17 for this morning.
Barron has turned it over 21 times. Golden Bears, a chilly 3 of 29 from the floor. Barron going to check in. Monique Rowland as Amber Hogan checks out. Number of starters still out there for Kewaunee. Alex Conley has checked in for Kewaunee, number 44. That's her inbounding the basketball.
Barron still hustling, not letting them get an easy inbound there. And again, you talk about Barron's defense. They hang their hats on their defense, and you know they hold teams to 43 points. And Kewaunee's a team that averages 55 points a game, and they're holding them to 38. They're just not able to. They're not scoring on their end of the floor.
Katie Boltman check back in for Kewaunee. That's her with the basketball. The backdoor pass to Geyer off her hands out of bounds. Amanda Boltman checking in for Kewaunee. Baseline jumper, good that time for Sydney Clemens.
She's smooth around the basket.
She's got 2 field goals, 2 out of 4 for Barron in this basketball game.
Little double team, nice job.
Barron pressure paying off with the turnover. Courtney Miller, 5'5" junior, checks in for Kewaunee. Tawny Erickson and Ashley Ralston checking in for the Golden Bears. Aubrey Dax is in for Kewaunee.
Tawny Erickson.
Nice opportunity. Nice opportunity for some of these girls who show up at practice every night, work hard, get a chance step on the state tournament floor.
Sydney Clemens working hard. Gets off a couple shots. Kewaunee coming out of there with it. Nicole. Check that. Lynn Geyer taking a timeout, looking to get a couple more players into the basketball game. Trying to get everybody in.
Right.
Sometimes that's such a challenge, too.
Right.
Time now for the Wisconsin Corn Growers Play of the Game, brought to you by the Wisconsin Corn Growers Association, working hard to provide food and fuel to America. Play of the game, Wisconsin Corn Growers Association, three-pointer for the Storm.
Wisconsin's corn growers know how to grow lots of corn. Some goes to feed a hungry world, some goes to feed our livestock industry, and some goes into ethanol production, and that's saving you money at the pump. In fact, studies show that it would cost you an average 90 cents more per gallon to fill up if we didn't have ethanol in the marketplace. With ever-increasing yields per acre, Wisconsin's corn growers are meeting the demand for food, feed, and fuel, and that's good for all of us.
Just 8.5 seconds to go in this one, and then the Kewaunee celebration can begin in earnest. The Storm will be advancing to the state championship game in Division III for a second straight year. Serena Schneider, 54, is checked in for Kewaunee.
Barron's not going to let him get the ball in bounds.
Yeah, everybody competing right to the end here.
That's right.
Jim Bartlett's going to take a timeout. It's a full timeout, and Jim's going to drop a play and see if he can't get another bucket.
Hey, you never quit.
Well, and you know what? I think the point there is good because as a coach, you don't. There are times sometimes to wave the white flag, but when you've got a young team like this, I think the kids need to know that the coach is there working hard start to finish.
Well, and every opportunity to teach a lesson, a last-second play, anytime you can work those in a game situation, it's going to help you maybe next year in a situation that you might be in, that you might need that last-second shot.
And it'll be a different situation for Barron next season because they're the team that will have the target on its back.
I am impressed with
these. And be looking at one of the favorites in that Hardin North Conference. Ladysmith has got a good group of young players coming up as well. But
absolutely.
Yeah, anytime you make that state tournament appearance, that really gets the attention of all the teams in your area.
Right. And other than Kerry Knutson, he's got everybody back on that starting lineup, and the people he's bringing in off the bench are three freshmen.
Kewaunee and Lynn Geyer's got a good core to build around as well with three juniors. Clayman Stengel and Richard in that starting lineup. Yeah, you could start a pretty good team with those three.
She's got her big girls coming back.
Clemens trying to get it to forehand. Lost out of bounds. And Kewaunee will just have to get it in, and this one will be in the books. Kewaunee storming into that Division III state championship game. An impressive win today over Barron, 38-18 in this Division III semifinal. Now a message from your local station. This is your WIAA network station. Kewaunee beating Barron 38-18. Standing by right now with players Jill Clayman and Marissa Sellner, as well as head coach Lynn Geyer, is our own Jake Zimmerman.
All right, Bob, thanks. Well, Coach, let me begin with you. It's such a fast start. Was that a point of emphasis coming in, get off to a quick start like that?
Yeah, we try to emphasize start strong, stay strong, and finish strong. And the girls really did come out and started strong for us, which really helped our momentum.
Let's bring Jill in here. Jill, I believe you ended up with 4 steals. Great defense overall today. That's got to feel good. And, I mean, they only had 4 field goals the whole game as well. It was huge.
Yeah, it feels good. You know, we rely on our defense a lot, so it helps us keep going.
Was that also a point of emphasis as I bring in Marissa here? I mean, you also, I believe, had 4 steals. You get those turnovers and things just kind of start to develop after that, don't they?
Yeah, when you get a steal, you can actually get transition points, which really helps our game, and it helps us to focus more than on getting the next steal and to get more offensive points.
Okay, and then we bring Coach one more time back in. You get that shot at a gold ball again. Pretty good feeling, huh?
Yeah, it is. It's great to be in the title game. At least we're coming home with something, but I know the girls definitely want to go for the goal, but we'll try to prepare ourselves tonight and get them ready for it, and we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Okay, sounds good. They're on to the championship tomorrow. Bob, back to you.
Thank you, Jake. Well, defense wins championship.